So let's give them something new. So they go out and do these 6 first-degree visits, and once they've done that, because they've got a sheet in the back of the mentor manual, they come to the mentor. I've done my 6, I'm ready to move on. But there are other things that we give them to do by choice, not by pressure. One of the first things that we ask our entered apprentices to do is we give them an A4 page. Tyler's Toast the Long Way. How many people in the room can do the Tyler's Toast the Long Way? Please, show of hands. Okay, our entered apprentices can do that before they've moved on to the 2nd degree, and do it by choice. It's quite powerful to watch a youngster stand up at the festive board when everybody's had a drink, when there is no pressure, when it is a social board, and he stands up and does the Tyler's Toast the Long Way. Isn't it nice to hear the Tyler's Toast the Long Way? Did you know that there are 4 Tyler's Toast the Long Way, 4 different toasts? They learn them all, but they learn them all by choice, not by command. And once they've demonstrated to the members of the lodge that they are that type of person that can learn the ritual, we'll give them a job to do in the lodge if they want. If they want. Not because we want to move them on. We do the same thing on a 2nd degree. 2nd degree, got to go out, got to do 6 visits, see 6 2nd degrees before he can move on to his 3rd. And again in the 3rd. He goes on for 6 Master Masons, 3rd degrees, before we give him a job on the floor. So that's how we run them through the masonry. Our first recruit from that, when we started the process, actually took 3 years to go from an entered apprentice, 3 years to the day to go from an entered apprentice to a Master Mason. And people were saying to us all along, it's too long, you can't do that, you can't stop them. Hey, they were better versed than some Master Masons that have been in the lodge for 10 years. They know more about Freemasonry than some people that have been Master Masons for 10 years. But we don't just leave it there. Being a mentor, taking them out, to give you an idea, last year alone, that took 40 visits for the lodge mentor. Me. Tall order. So this year, we've changed. We've appointed another 3 mentors. So we've now got 4 mentors in the lodge. And the mentors that we've progressed into the mentoring role, who do you think we chose? People that have been through the mentoring system. People that have actually done it and still not got a job on the floor. But their experience of going out and meeting people, talking to people, they've got friends that they didn't even know were in Freemasonry. So from there, we want to keep their interest. I hear people talking about the ritual. Trust me, those youngsters will rise to the top. And if you've chosen them correctly to join, because of your social functions, because we won't invite anybody to join the lodge unless he's been to 3 social functions with his partner. And those 3 social functions are with the partner so that we can see him and see if he fits, and the wife likes us, and also for him to see if he likes us. This is not a Shanghai, let's get him in because he showed a little bit of an interest, he's asked us a question. This is, let's find out if he really does want to know. So this is the route we went. And this is the route that we started on. But then we said, well, okay, it can't just be about our lodge, our halls, our locality. We went to West Lancs, we went to East Lancs, we've been to North Wales. Trust me, it gets so much more different out there. But these are youngsters, these have been in Freemasonry for a year, maybe 2. But then we said, and I heard a story that somebody said, oh yeah, but what the Grand Lodge and what the province do for us, I've heard that many times. I'll tell you what they do for us. they make strong masons if you use them. Last year, we went visiting. We went to a lodge in London, in Great Queen Street. Chelsea Lodge. By invite. Chelsea Lodge is an entertainer's lodge. Can I ask the people in the room, has anybody been into a lodge where there are 460 people in the room? Show of hands? How spooky, I've got another two down there. I brought them with me, you see. 460 people in the room for a first degree ceremony and a third degree ceremony. And they do them both in the same afternoon. Call off between the two. And we give them a tour around Grand Lodge. Took them into the big lodge room, 1,750 people in the room. And they sat in God's chair. And had a picture taken. Tell you what, those guys that came back from that meeting, from walking round Queen Street, didn't shut up about it, and don't shut up about it. To be able to stand at those doors that weigh 1¼ tons and push them with the finger, each door. And they've never been altered since the day they were installed. But to walk around the room, how many people here have been to Grand Lodge? It's a lot more than there was in the last one. But why not take the youngsters? You can do a day jaunt to London for 30 odd quid. £22. There you go. Quick, see where he buys his tickets from. Sorry, he's got a pensioner's pass. Okay, but what I'm trying to say here is that what we wanted to do is take them out and show them something different. And we did. We took them out, we took them to a lodge with 460 people, but then they liked us, they invited us back for the ladies' night. And they sent us an email, and it was funny, the email, ladies' night, read it quickly, £40. So everybody went, must have a portion of that. I want to go down for the ladies' night because we had such good fun down there, so we went down for the ladies' night. The £40 was a deposit. The £40 was a deposit per person. The tickets were £85 each. Anybody like to have a stab at how many people were at their ladies' night? Sorry? Not quite. There was actually 650 people at the ladies' night. Awesome night. They had a cabaret act in between each course. But they met, and the youngsters met, people like Joe Pasquale, Roger De Courcy. Okay, well, London spoke to us, you know, they're members of the lodge. They're an entertainer's lodge. Roger De Courcy without his bear. No, it's not quite the same. But what we're doing here is we're broadening the mind to Freemasonry. We're broadening their minds to, would you like to know more? Do you want to do more? And would you like more experiences? Would you like to go to different lodge halls and see the architecture and see those lodges that are vibrant? An interesting one, I sent an email out, we got communicated, 1795 festival, it's here. They're doing a first degree ceremony as they did in 1795. Most of you probably have seen it. Ed Fences haven't. We've actually got 16 people booked into it within 24 hours. Must go and see it. They're going out to do things differently. They're going out to learn, but they learn at their pace, not because we enforce it on them. The biggest thing for me in all of this is the fact that the lodge, even though we've had 5 members die in the last 4 years, is now 35 strong. We have 35 people in the lodge, of which 5 are currently entered apprentices. We have 6 candidates waiting to come in September, October, November, because the ceremonies this year have gone something like double second, treble second, and then we're doing double first this year. That's our ceremonies. Last year we actually did a second, a double third, a triple first, a triple first, a triple first and a double first.